World Indoor Champs going on now, but next Tuesday starts the ISSA Boys and Girls Championships, and it had its share of issues last year with over 50 false starts, long waiting time and questions around officiating. Today we're looking back at what went wrong, what needs to improve, and what we're expecting this year with our friend, sports journalist Jeremain Brown, who will be one of the commentators and analysts at track star himself. Actually ran at Champs.
We both were.
Yeah. And his daughter is now taking over from him.
And you all. Jermaine, wait.
It's true. I found the race. Yes, I did.
Tell them.
I did. Running for
found the footage and lose the footage.
Yeah,
where's the
4x1. I've been trying. You know those big tapes, right? Beta, right? So you know, go way back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found the race. 4x1 running for Oldman's.
Yeah, 1967, I think it was. Yeah.
No. In fact, it was 86.
Something
like that. Yeah, in the 80s.
I
did find it.
Yeah. Run the back straight. Right? Yeah. I don't know about the stretch. I know she was at the back. I don't know about the stretch.
Yeah, I found it.
It's my friend. I love you.
I should have gone with the same.
You're my friend. Thank you, my love.
That's how I realized it was
my mind is active.
Yes, man. Yeah.
I'm going to put it in my crate.
Brother, good for sale.
Yes. Good.
I know last year we had some issues.
Yeah.
Let's look at this year. Look at this year. What do you expect?
Well, as far as the fall starts go, spoke with Anthony Davis, who is the meet director, and you know they had over 70 fall starts last year. So he says they've worked out those, and in fact they had addressed them from last year, and so he doesn't expect the fall starts to.
Was there a technical issue? Was there a technical issue? Because some of them were real false starts, truth be told.
Yeah. But a host of them were because of technical issue.
Oh, but that's not good.
And, for TV purposes, that's not good either. And for the athletes as well. Because a few of them, I remember even Jamal Stevenson of Calabar, who felt aggrieved by his false start. And he carried that right throughout the season. Even he went to Carifta afterwards and won at the Carifta Championships. It was like redemption for him. So they're saying that they've sorted all of that out and they don't expect recurrence of that this year.
Yeah.
So that just goes. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about it. Get right into it. What do you expect? What is your crystal ball telling you for 2026 champs?
In terms of the predictions on the boys' side, Kingston College, they are defending champions. They've been looking good all season. Jamaica College are expected to be there, Calabar as well. So the usual suspects. But I do expect, I think KC, they have enough firepower to once again defend their title. On the girls' side...
Wait, no man, tell me what you feel about Excelsior.
Excelsior, they've been looking good, but I think Excelsior, they have enough to maybe finish top 5 or maybe top 6. Other schools, Stets from out west, expected to contest.
Stets will have a team.
And some of these schools just don't have the numbers to win.
Right, and especially this year, especially the western schools would have had setbacks because of Hurricane Melissa. But they've shown resilience because they'll be competing at champs. Maybe some of them smaller teams compared to last year, understandably. But they're here to compete this year as well. On the girls' side, like I was saying, Hydel are defending champions. But they've had their issues this season. Not seen much of them. They weren't at the Central Championships, for instance, where they would have competed against Adrian Allen and Homer Technical, St. Diego. But they'll be at champs.
And Coach Corey's crying foul. For different reasons.
Yeah. But,
I thought that article was so striking.
Yeah. So they've had their issues.
And we have some ladies that I'm told might even break a couple of records.
Yeah. Shania Douglas from who's now competing for Holland High, 11.06, 22.58 at the Carifta trials last week.
Our code said 10.8.
I don't know. I think 10, maybe if she and Alexi Henry of Adrian Allen, she's Trinidadian, competes for Adrian Allen. She's expected to push her. She beat her once this season, so that is expected to be very, very competitive.
She can do 10.
Last one, 10.8.
It's plenty running that.
Yeah, a lot.
I find
for a 19-year-old.
I find that on Champs Day, you just can never say never because. We've seen some performances and some records fall. It's like a whole different mindset.
And then the atmosphere too.
Yes.
That is what champs create.
And the fact that those ladies will be pushed
Yeah, but yeah, they'll be pushing
Anything
each
can
other.
happen.
And 22.58 as well in the 200
It's
meters.
not that easy.
She did this last week at the Carifta trials, and she's also the defending under 20 champion at the Carifta championships. So she's expected to really dazzle come champs, barring any injuries, barring any eventualities. Won't have things her own way though. Like I mentioned, Alexi Henry, young Natrice East in class 2 for Olmer's girls. I expect it to shine as well. She'll have a competition from out of Edinallen too, young Etienne, for instance. So she won't have things.
So 1, 2, 3 for the girls, you say it will be?
I'm tipping Shania for the 200 meters especially. And the 100, close going between herself and Henry. But at this point, Shania is slight favorite because she's been the faster of the two.
I think same men's schools though.
Oh, for the schools, well, Edinallen. I haven't seen enough of Hydel to say they can defend this year. You can never count them out though, because though they might be small in numbers, they always have quality athletes. But I think Edinallen, they have enough to reclaim that title.
A couple of years now, they've changed and put the 100 final the second day. Normally it goes Friday night, I think.
Wednesday night.
You have an issue with that?
No, I mean, it has worked, and I think persons have gotten used to it being on the Wednesday.
And
it helps the athletes because some of them have to do the 2 also on the 4x1.
Exactly. And for this year, to assist schools, the Western schools who've been impacted by Hurricane Melissa, the bleachers...
on the second day, I think.
Second day, and that's the same Wednesday evening. So it's what they've done. They're buying 10,000 tickets, and so they want the bleachers to be full.
And the proceeds will go to the Western schools. That's beautiful.
Schools.
Let me ask a question now, Jeremain Brown, of thinking which we're both fully vested, but not because we're objective people.
Having said that.
Having said that,
yes.
There's a school on Content Spring Road, you see?
Yes.
52C.
Yes.
That won the corporate area championship.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that school and how they will do this?
And his daughter runs for that school, by the way.
We never said that. We're objective. Wolves, yes.
Yeah. Well, they have big plans, and based on what they did at the corporate championships to win their first ever corporate area title, speaking of Immaculate Conception High, they're aiming for a top 3 finish, and I don't see why they won't be able to do that.
Top 3? You see top 3?
And that would be maybe their best ever performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do it. I mean, they have the team to do it. They have the numbers to do it. It won't be easy because this is CHAMPS. And, when it comes down to CHAMPS, it's not just about numbers. It's about quality as well. At the regional championships, you can have numbers and that helps you to win. But at CHAMPS, it comes down to sheer quality. But I think they have it as well.
Yeah. By the way, folks, you'll hear Jeremain and friends. We start at 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. And it's 9 o'clock every morning until the Saturday, the last day. I think they start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So support boys and girls.
Quick shout out though, Mount Alvernia High out of Western Jamaica. Sister School of Immaculate.
Yes.
They also won their first ever Western CHAMPS title. So they'll be coming to do well at CHAMPS this year as well. Yeah.
And congrats and thank you to Grace Kennedy. 200 million. 200
That's a lot
million
of money.
Of support. And they've been supporting them for many, many moons. Yeah. That's it. Thanks, Virgin. Sports journalist.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Jeremain Brown. Something to smile about. Then when you just have that hour.
We've been having it since 8 o'clock.
We'll soon come.